painting a sunset through the window, upcycling fabric into art. Have you ever looked at an old piece of fabric and thought, this could be more than just cloth? That's exactly how this painting began. The fabric you see here is covered in small, charming flowers, greens, pinks, and tiny hints of blue, spread evenly across a warm yellow background. Originally, it was just a leftover piece of patterned cloth, something that could have been forgotten in the back of a drawer, but instead of letting it sit unused, I decided to give it a new life as the background for a painting. The first step was to stretch the fabric on a frame, making sure it was tight and smooth. I wanted to keep the floral design visible even after painting, so I planned the composition carefully. I sketched an arched window right in the center, thinking of a cozy indoor scene where the outside world would feel vivid and alive. Then, the real painting began. Using acrylic paint, I started filling in the view outside the window. I imagined a warm evening just after sunset, when the sky transforms into a gradient of deep blue, soft gold, and glowing pink. On the left, I painted the silhouette of a power pole, adding a hint of everyday life. Below, rooftops and small windows appeared, suggesting a quiet neighborhood settling down for the night. With each brushstroke, the contrast between the patterned fabric and the painted view grew stronger. The flowers of the cloth framed the painted window, almost like wallpaper in a lived-in home. Slowly, I added more details, fine power lines stretching across the sky, the crescent moon rising above, and the dark shapes of trees blending into the pink horizon. Inside the room, I began painting the furniture and objects. A wooden desk that carried the texture of real wood grain, a small open laptop waiting for work, or maybe a late-night video call. On the left, a vintage-style floor lamp brought a soft touch of warmth. On the right, a potted plant stood by the window, adding life and freshness to the scene. As the final touches, I painted a small glass jar of flowers, a computer mouse, and even a decorative hanging plant on the upper left corner. Every element was chosen to make the scene feel personal and intimate, as if this was someone's favorite corner of the house, the place where they watch sunsets and dream. What makes this process special is not just the painting itself, but the idea behind it, upcycling. By reusing old materials, in this case, a scrap of floral fabric, I was able to give something discarded a second life. The pattern of the cloth became part of the artwork, not just a background, but an essential layer that shapes the atmosphere. It's a reminder that beauty can come from unexpected places, and that art doesn't always have to start with a blank canvas. In the end, the floral fabric, once just a forgotten scrap, now holds a window into a colorful evening, a moment of stillness, captured forever. And every time I look at it, I see not only the sunset outside, but also the quiet joy of turning something old into something meaningful.